Today we are fixing up a fantastic broccoli casserole. Now this casserole is good any time of the year. I think it's especially good during Thanksgiving, and I think you're just gonna love this recipe. Hi, I'm Melissa Diane, and on this channel we have so much fun in the kitchen and in the garden and just all around our home. So now let's jump into it and let's talk about the ingredients that you're gonna need for your broccoli casserole. First of all, for your broccoli, you're gonna need about 2 heads of fresh broccoli. You can try frozen, but this is just so much better if you use fresh broccoli. I've gone ahead and already chopped that up. We're also going to be using a little bit of black pepper, just a little bit of salt. You're going to have some Miracle Whip, some mayonnaise, and all these ingredients and directions I'll put in the description section below the video. You're also going to want some cream of mushroom soup, just 1 can. You're going to use a little bit of some shredded cheese. I like to shred my cheese a lot myself for a lot of our recipes, but today we're going to go ahead and already use some pre-packaged shredded cheese. You're going to want to have a stick of butter and then some Ritz crackers, just 1 sleeve of those Ritz crackers, and I went ahead and I've already mashed those up. You want to crumble those up really well. And also you're going to want 2 eggs. And I almost forgot, you're also going to want to use about a half of a medium-sized yellow onion. Now the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take this broccoli that I've already cut up and I'm going to put it here behind me in the top of this steamer and let this go ahead and get steamed. Now we're not going to cook it all the way, but we want to go ahead and cook it, I would say, about 1/3 of the way, and because the rest of it is going to cook while it's in the casserole. So I've got my broccoli over here. I have it in the steamer and I'm going to go ahead and cover it. And I'm going to turn this on. Let's see down here. Let's get it going. There we go. We're going to get that water in the bottom of that steamer boiling really well. And then we'll be back and check on this in just a few minutes. And while this is starting to steam, I'm going to go ahead and get that onion chopped up. So now let's check on our broccoli and let's see how it is doing. So it looks like it's been steaming for about 6 or 7 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and stop it now because I don't want to cook it all the way. I just want it to be nice and bright and green. And look at that. Oh, it steamed up my camera. And look at that. Yes, that's exactly what we want. So we're going to turn it off now. We're going to take it off the heat. Now I'm going to take this broccoli and we're just going to put it over here in our bowl, because we're going to mix everything else with it to make the casserole. There we go. Look at that. That broccoli looks beautiful. We have our broccoli in, and now we're going to start mixing in our other ingredients. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put the melted butter all over the top. And like I said, I'll leave the directions and the measurements for all of this in the description below the video. Put a little bit of pepper across the top. I'm going to put a little bit of salt across the top. Just a little. And then I have 2 eggs that I have beaten. I'm going to put those in. Okay. We're going to go ahead and mix that. We're going to put in 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. Now I'm putting in the mayonnaise. This always gets a bit messy. It's a cup of mayonnaise. I always think, whenever I make this, I always think, man, there's too much mayonnaise. But it's not. It turns out fantastic every time. Now we're going to mix everything together that we've put in here so far. And I'm going to add in the onions. Okay, oops, there's a little bit left. Get those onions all in there, mix them up good. And sometimes, now for this recipe, I don't usually do this for Thanksgiving, but sometimes I'll put mushrooms in here. And I'll saute some mushrooms up on the stovetop and then I'll put those in here. And that really adds some extra flavor. And now what I'm going to do is take just 1 cup of the cheese. Now remember, we've got more cheese. I've got another cup of cheese over there. and we're going to use that for the topping. But this right here, this is the casserole. Now what we've got to do is we've got to get it all put together. And I don't know about you, but I just love casseroles. We eat casseroles a lot because you can eat them, and I can put them in the refrigerator and we can eat on them for a couple of days. And then if we're tired of them and don't want to eat anymore, then we'll just put them in the a Ziploc, like a freezer bag, and I will put it in one of my vacuum seal freezer bags and then vacuum seal that and put it in the freezer, and then we'll have it later. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in our casserole dish. Now I already took the dish and I've already put some cooking spray on it, so it's ready to go. And today I'm just using my glass one, just a clear glass one. So let's put this in here. Here we go. Let's get it all in. Y'all, this is really smelling. This smells so good. I'm hungry now. I wasn't hungry, but now I am. And this casserole, y'all, this has to be just about one of the easiest ones you can make. I got to get the top in here for you to see. But really, this casserole, I guess the only thing easier than this is that green bean casserole. But this is easy, and it's always so pretty, and it just tastes fantastic. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get our topping together. Here we go. We've got our topping together. So I'm going to take this cheese and put this all over, and oh my gosh, this is going to be so nice. This is going to be so nice. Look at this. This is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Now let's take our Ritz crackers and we're going to put these all over. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This is going to taste so good. I mean, you think about it. Casseroles have to have toppers, right? I mean, you just can't have a casserole without some kind of topping. I think when I make dressing, I don't really put a topping on that. But any other kind of casserole, you think about it, it pretty much, if you're in the South, it pretty much has a topping of something. Okay, there we go. Now let me just kind of push this around just a little. There we go. And now let's head over to the oven. We're going to put this on at 350. It's been preheating, and it's going to go for about 25 minutes. Here we are all ready to go into the oven. So now let me just slide this on in there, and like I said, we're going to go for 25 minutes on 350, and we'll be right back. Our broccoli casserole, look at it, y'all. I think it's done. Let's pull it out. Yes, it's just perfect. Just golden brown on top. It's looking great and it smells wonderful. Be sure and check out that next video that's popping up. I'll see you there in a few moments. Bye-bye.